Alrighty. Good evening, friends. I felt like playing a better Prime game than what I've been playing lately. Now, it's been a minute since I've done Prime 3, so I figure, let's give another rando a go and see what happens. I think last time I did this in like just under 3 hours, or just over 3 hours, I think, which I'm pretty happy with. So, let's see if we can improve that, shall we? We will see what happens. So I should mention I updated OBS for the first time in like several years. I don't think there's any issues. I did a few quick test recordings and such, and it seems fine. But you never know. I should test with something not super important, but here we are. Ship missile is not exactly what we're after. Now, I did learn in my own time you can skip the cutscene for saving, and it's way faster, so that's good knowledge, I would say. Okay. Hop over to Norian, because there's one thing there. Let's do that. And the other Sphere 1 check is, Fire Brio, isn't it? I believe so. Possibly regular Brio, but you would need Lasso to get out. Roll on over here. That's a missile. We'll take it. I think it has to be Fire Brio then. Unless there's another Sphere 1 check I'm forgetting about, which is possible. See what's over here? That's... Ooh, is that a... swing? Lasso's over there! Okay. That's fascinating. We need a swing or a screw attack for that. That's very good to know. That's very good to know. Forgetting where Fire Brio is. That is fine. Ooh, is the screen cut off slightly? I think possibly, like up here? Yes, I think it is. Let me pause the timer and fix this. I wonder what caused that to happen. Just do this, point this away from the screen for a minute. That looks better? I think so. Yeah, I think it was just cut off on the top for a brief bit. Alright, glad I noticed that now. Onward we go. I didn't need to morph that one. This game still feels really nice to play. The Wii Remote is a good controller. I know it's rare for people to say that, but it is true, I like it. I think you can slope jump up here, which is kind of cool. I don't remember where, if you just do it off of this or something, maybe? That's for science. You can just jump up there, I'm not sure. Oh, you so can. That's cool. Up we go. And then it's the top one, I think. It's been a while, but I'm trying my best to remember. It was close, but, we made it work. Up we get, Samus. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Certainly does. That's fine. Stop. Sphere 1 screw attack is very generous, but I'm not complaining. And then we have a lasso after, which is very, very nice, because lasso does a lot as well. This is cool. I'm a fan. If I had done this in a slightly different order, it would have been better, right? Well, that's okay. We take what we can, you know? So back we go. In my own time since I last played this on stream, I did learn, or I think I did, mostly, the skip for 2 more energy cells in the big open room at the end. You just screw attack into, like, the bridge, and it puts you up there. Like, at the ledge. It's pretty easy. That's a lasso. I love that. Mark that when I have a moment. Fine, we got it. That's very cool. Funny to have this on Norian in the one place it can be on Norian, really. Bonk. I like how you can miss that. What we got here? There's gotta be something of value. There's also Brio now. With a lasso, there's probably a bit we can do there. Up we get, thank you. That was interesting. Yeah, we'll take it. Hey, Dev. It's been a while since I've done this, so it's probably gonna take me a minute to get back into the swing of things, but I have liked this one when I've, the couple times I've played it, which is why I felt like, playing it again. And also I just want to play a better Metroid Prime game than what I've been playing lately, haha. That needs ice missiles, that's right. We don't need all 3 of those panels there. Oh, that's a big missile. Is that a launcher? Nope. Is that everything here? That needs spider. I think yes, that is everything for the moment. I'm not mistaken. Yeah, alright. Back we go. But yeah, I hope you have been well. Hope things are going okay. As well as other usual things I say when someone says hi in a stream. Because I'm unoriginal or something. Look, I don't know what I'm saying, okay? Down we go. Roll on out. Yeah, I think Brio's the play then. I don't think there's a lot else we can do right now. We get very early lasso, it makes a lot of sense to head that way. Corn jungle, we need missiles. And then command visor and ship missiles as well. Like, you need a lot to get there. It's a loading screen. Okay. So we roll on this away. This is the song I always think of when I think of this game. I don't know why. It just is. What is up there? A missile. Makes sense. We can go straight over to this area, but we need... Well, maybe we don't need ice missiles. We can just get across, probably. And at least get the screw attack item out this way. I think we can. If I'm not mistaken. We'll find out if I'm mistaken or not. I didn't screw attack because I'm good at video games. We'll give this a darn go. Missile up top, we aren't gonna stress about that. I know we need lasso in here, right? And you do the same rows together, if I remember correctly. Doot. In this past 11 minutes, I feel like we've seen more puzzles than we've seen in the entirety of Prime 4. Which sadly isn't saying very much. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can just screw attack across here. I hope we can, anyway. I know there's an ice missile door at the end of this, but there is a screw attack wall thingamajiggy down here. Let's see if we can do it. Well, I mean, we can do it, but let's see what it is what I'm trying to say. That's a good one. I'll certainly take a plasma beam. That's very nice. Plasma is good. We'll do a few things for us in Pirate Homeworld now, because there's like a plasma door early on, if I remember correctly. That's good. We do like that. Just kind of do this, so I will. Whee! Do. Roll on down, activate all the things. Okay. Move this thing out of the way, mostly just because we can. We actually don't have missiles to go the other way. Definitely would be interested in those. Oh yeah, there's this item too. Pardon me there, fellas. That's a neat tank, that is definitely appreciated. If I can actually pick it up, there you go. And then this is just a missile over here. Look, we might as well get it, it's here, right? And I kind of want to head back this way anyway, because this is all we can do in this part of the world. Okay. And do we get accosted by dudes? Yes, we do. Try to screw attack them. Game's gonna suggest hyper mode, but I don't have that. Nice aim. There you go. Yeah, I know you're gonna tell me to use hyper mode. I can't, I'm sorry. I wish I could. But I cannot. Not my fault I haven't found it yet. Oh. Okay. Good progress. Always be saving. Yeah, I feel like missiles have to be on pirate home mode then, which is really funny. Bit of a linear path so far. At least it feels that way. It's command center, actually, isn't it? We can do anything at research. Thank goodness they have that cancel button. Imagine a Prime 4 randomizer. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, I would hope there would be some way they can make it interesting. Unfortunately, I have my doubts, but I would try it. Yeah, like, I think Prime 3 does work well for it, so I'm sure there'd be a way they can make it interesting. We will see. I'm gonna try to ignore this guy. There you go. I have finished recording Prime 4 now. It's all uploaded and ready to go, so that'll be coming out. There's not too much left now. What's my opinion? It's not great. It's not all that good. It's not very Metroid-y, which is very sad. Oh, we get Samus. There you go, lady. That's a missile. Probably don't need that one. We'll grab this energy cell, which is actually an E-tank. I'll take it. Thank you, game. And over here, I think there's one item. I'm gonna try to ignore these guys. They have a bit of health to tank things. Yee. Takes him further apart from the Metroid formula than Prime 3 did. See, I actually don't mind Prime 3. It used to be the weakest of the Prime games, but it still feels like a Metroid game. Prime 4 does not. It's a shame to say, but it really does not. Ooh, that's important. That's a boost ball? Okay. I like that. Pretty nice. Not sure what I... Oh, I go to Brio Ice. That's what I do. That's exactly what we do with that. Okay. Pardon me, sir. Don't worry, we can jump out of here. There you go. Bit of a slope jump there. Yeah, they really wanted the Fed soldiers to be there, I guess, which isn't necessarily, like, a bad thing. But yeah, it's just so linear, like, almost all... who am I kidding? All the levels are straight lines. Which sucks. It's just not a Metroid thing, and I don't understand, like, how they got to that point in development and said, yeah, this is Metroid, this is what we want. Same thing with the darn desert and the bike. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea, because it's just not Metroid. It's real silly. I think in an interview they were like, oh yeah, we saw that Breath of the Wild did really well, so we wanted to make a game like that. But why Metroid? That's just wrong. Like, it's such a shame. It really is. I was hoping it would have been better, but oh well. I will say graphically and musically and atmospherically, the game is great. But level designly and open worldly, no, it's not very good. It's a shame. Maybe the epic search for missiles at this rate, which is hilarious. Alright. Ow. Lava bad. I mean, go over here. Does this do anything? Yes, there's an item. I didn't actually see what it was, but we can go get it too. I forgot about this one. I think we can anyways. Boom. I think that's just a missile thing. There is, but I've come all this way, so I'm gonna get it now. There you go. Should have checked what it was first, but that's okay. Glare to you too, buddy. There you go. Hello, friends. Help me up here, will you? These guys are weird, but I like them. Boop. Bust this down. And time to spin to win. After we have a golem bang a gong, because why wouldn't we, really? There we go. And we have him smash a wall, because, again, why wouldn't he? And away we go. And it probably loads pretty darn fast because I'm running this off a hard drive. Yeah. And it's like 2 things here, and there's one that we need Spider Ball for, and I'm just gonna hope that's nothing important. That, I just forget where we're actually going. It's this way. Bonk. I feel like all signs are pointing this way, so yeah, that is something good. Is it a Spider Ball? It's convenient. Certainly is convenient, I'll give you that. I guess we'll just do the check here then. Inbound customer call, you are fine. Not to worry. You do like... What kind of work do you do actually? I assume it is work related. If you want to say, you don't have to, of course. Oh, come on. Big long Spider Ball section, probably for a missile, but maybe not. You might as well do it now, because if it turns out that it is something good, we'll just be on the way to grabbing it, you know? The neat tank, yeah, that was worth it. I would say that is certainly worth it. And that looks like something important over there too. Very nice. Hyper something? No, ice missile, I think. Oh, that's bad. Oi! Okay, I didn't even know you could go over that. Customer service is one of the big ISPs. Okay. That is ice missile. Great. I don't even have the launcher yet, which is really funny. That's really good. Convenient, understandable spot for that to be. That's the wrong thing to mark. There we go. The new build department. Okay, signal cable needs to be constructed the address. I see, okay. General customer service loves to dump stuff to you. Yeah, that sounds about right. Customer service do be like that. Understandable. I like that you can kind of combo that and keep it going from the previous wall. It's fun. Alright, that was very worth going to. It is really funny that we have ice missiles before we can even use them. Now watch them put the missile launcher on Rundus or something. That would be incredibly rude. So we have a Spider Ball. I wonder what they want us to do with that. No, so missile launcher is a separate item and you need that to use any of the missile expansions you pick up. As well as, you know, any missile related things. Seekers as well, I would assume. See what items here too. Missile, yeah. Pardon me, sir. Yeah, where go? I'm actually trying to think here. It could be that one check in Norian that needs Spider. Pirate home mode actually, there's a couple things that need boost and Spider. Did we head there? I think we head there. Yeah? Yeah. If we go here, there's actually a couple things we can do now. Okay. Don't shoot the thing, Samus. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Is this a bomb thing? It is now. There's like several items out here actually, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see something of value. Okay, that was an interesting screw attack, in the sense that it just didn't work. That looks good. Is that hyper mode? No, that's X-ray? Alright. Convenient as well. Thought I missed that for a minute. Yeah, Mom. Ring ball struggles a bit sometimes, but it's fine. That opens that up. I think that's the way out, but there's also the other path which we need to do to go to the rest of the place. That looks like voltage. And that would be because it is voltage. Alright. Well, there's like the one thing back in the other part of Pirate Homeworld, I think. We could fight Gandreda with no hyper mode. Yeah, that'd be a great idea, wouldn't it? Hey. Oh, come on. Ugh. My aim sucks. Holy crap. Oh, please. Thank you. I don't want to talk about how bad that was. Oh. Do. Still more puzzles than Prime 4. Alright, I have to keep making fun of it, you see. Very important. Oh, there's one item in here too, right? If I go the other way, I think there actually is. Should check that too. Yeah, I think you go up here, there's one item as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's an energy cell, we like that. If I can bomb jump. There you go. Very good, we'll take that as well. Head on out. Now here's where some dudes show up, and I'm gonna kind of ignore them if I can. I think. Instead, I'm just gonna try to, excuse me, I'm gonna try to go this way. Instead, I am facing them, which I don't love. Pardon me. I have the health to tank it a bit. You bet I'm going to. It also needs X-ray. As I recall. Over, somewhere. Where is that thing? Here. I'm not allowed to use it while I'm being shot, I guess. Alright, understandable. Might be a slight problem. In the sense that I don't have good means of fighting these guys, really. If they go hyper mode, it's gonna be a sad time. What is this spider ball track for? I don't remember this one. Where does that go? I don't know. Funny that you have to deactivate the alarm to be able to turn this thing, but sure, whatever. Okay. And there's one energy cell down here. Which has become probably a missile. Yeah, or an E-tank, that's appreciated actually. And this fixes the thing in the middle, maybe? There you go. I wonder if we even need that, because I don't remember that spider ball. A spider ball track, and I'm curious as to where that goes. Yeah. Let's grab this if you don't mind. Ah! Good to know. And that goes there, we can't do that. And that needs ice missiles, we don't have regular missiles yet, big sad. The epic search for the missile launcher here, which is quite humorous, I must say. Alright. Made some good progress in here though, I'm happy about that. Got a fair number of things. There'll be one dude in here. Not if I do that, there won't be. So, what do we get? We got voltage. And there's the one thing here that needs voltage, I believe. On the other part of Pirate Homeworld, we can go check that real quick. We got X-ray. Which I don't know that that necessarily does a lot at the moment, but it's definitely nice to have. There's still that one thing back in Norian. With one energy cell, we can go to Valhalla, do a bit more there. Maybe that's the way. I'm kind of hesitant to go to Norian, just because it would be nice to have Command Visor to just be able to fly back from that one spider ball spot straight away. But maybe I'm thinking about routing too much. I don't know. But regardless, we'll head over here for one thing. Well, with X-ray actually here, we can go to the X-ray room and just go out and get one more item there, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's true. That's a ship something. I like that. That's a ship grapple, looks like? Or missile. Can't use it either way. Ship missile, that's great. I mean, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think we can just loop around through here. We need a command visor to use that, but that's really good. I'm shocked we haven't got the missile launcher yet, it's so funny. There's like, I feel like there's only so many places it can be, right? So weird. Oh, with Spider Ball here, there's another thing we can get too. Actually, that is true. Yeah. Oh, that's Nova Beam. Oh, yeah. I didn't even see that before, and I don't know why. I really should have. Well, now the alarm system's going on in here. That's annoying. I need to move this now, but that's fine. I don't think they're gonna do much to me in here. Up we go. That's really good. I will gladly take one of those. And I will be on my way over here. Where am I? Okay, this is not actually where I want to be. Oh, I let go of the thing too early, that's what happened, it's fine. I have enough health that I can just kind of ignore the enemies, I think. Camera was not cooperating at all there. And yeah, we should be able to get out of here just because we have X-ray, I'm pretty sure. If not, we have Spider Ball. We can just go out there. Yeah. Now, you normally need Seekers to do this. I don't know if I talked about this last time I played this, but you can also actually, you can use the Hyper Mode Charge Shot to hit those, the Seeker Missile points in this room. I don't know why, but you can. It's really weird. Oh yeah, that's what gets those things to go around. A very strange world in which we have the Nova Beam before missiles. I don't know why, but we do. It's very odd, isn't it? Ah! Oh yeah, we can just open this. And we can open the shortcut over here. We might as well, just because it's there. Which needs, what's the beam? What's the thing? This thing? There we go. That'll be handy later. Yeah, it's really bizarre, isn't it? They have to be somewhere, like, crazy at this point. Maybe they're in this room. Now that I've said that, they'll be in this room, right? No, that's a command visor, I do believe. That's great. That's very good. Hey. We are finding a lot of things. Yeah. Well, we also don't have hyper mode yet. Which is funny as well. Does Nova Beam do a lot for us right now? I don't know. I actually don't know. But having the great X-ray visor and Nova Beam combo is pretty nice, I will say. So automatically on, yes, we need the command visor to use the ship missiles, but the ship missiles are a separate item. We already have those. Otherwise, command visor just lets you, you know, park the ship in places and whatnot. So what do I want to do here? We can stop by Norian now. Correct. Alicia needs hyper mode, it needs hyper ball, and actually, you might not think about this, it needs grapple swing as well, because of the zipline thing right at the start. Alicia is locked by a lot. I had one seed in my own time where I never even got access to the place. For the whole seed. It was quite something. You wouldn't think grapple swing is a very useful item in this game, but no, it comes in handy. More than you'd think. It is basically the key to Elysia. There we go. Do. What's in here? Something cool? Yeah, skip that. And then this goes out to the place we don't really want to go. We can't even fight the Metroid Hatcher because we don't have Seekers to get in there. Yeah, so lasso and swing are two separate things. 2 had the grapple beam. It didn't have lasso though. This was the first one to have that. Yeah. I guess we head out here. We will see what this one item over here is. Alrighty. Do be rolling around. Oh, it's a missile. I forgot about that. Gosh. Okay, never mind. We're not going that way. That's annoying. That's a bit of a waste of time, isn't it? Dang. Easy to forget about that. We're used to having missiles. Alright, never mind. Never mind. Could have checked the map for that one, couldn't I? Ugh. Where go then? Where else is there? Can we go to Brio actually without? I think we can go to like Thorn Jungle without missiles. There's that one missile door off to the side, but I think Thorn Jungle proper we can go that way? I could be mistaken on that. I'm not used to not having missiles. It's really weird. Let's check Valhalla. There's a couple things there. Before we start second guessing ourselves. Do. Okay. Roll on over here and open this on up. There we go. Excellent. And we can get ourselves some hints. Okay. Good to know. Now, I do love this little trick in here. We are gonna skip a couple energy cells here. And I do have it in logic to do this. You can just kind of hop up here with a slope jump. If I can jump properly. Here. It's been a little bit, but this is a thing, I assure you. It's here, I think. There we go. You can just jump up there. It's great. You don't even need screw attack for this. Is that the legendary missiles? You bet it is. Oh my god. Okay, well that does a heck of a lot. Excellent. That is so funny. And then I think there's one more item up in the second floor here. We don't have another energy cell to use the elevator, but I think there's one more item if I'm not mistaken. Watch out for this guy. And here we learn where Hyper Grapple is. Pirate Home World, okay. Makes sense. Let's see what items in here. Can we not? Missile, I'm not going to stress about that. And we will move on with our lives. There is plenty to do now, I do think. Now we have ice missiles. We want to head over to main Brio. Wrong way. And we can get to the Federation landing site there, I do think. There's a fair number of items in that part of the world. I think that makes some amount of sense. Go back to Norian now, but like, there's plenty more to do over here, I think. There is Thorn Jungle now too, but let's do what we can over here first. Roll our way around. Because that's what we do. We do be rolling. I think there's one item over this way. Or does it need hyper mode? No, hyper mode's what gets you past this room, but I think there's one item in this room we can get, if I'm remembering correctly. I could be mistaken on that. Missile anyway. How do you get up there? Oh, you did this. Well, I'm not gonna stress about that. It's a missile. And I don't need like a bajillion of those necessarily, I would say. Smash that for no reason. Open up. I'm being shot. Yeah, we should go this way first, because if we were to go to Brio Fire and go through there, I think the room's called Corrupted Pool. There's a room where you get Corruption Hyper Mode. If you do the Federation landing site first, for some reason the vines in that room disappear, so you just never get corrupted for the whole playthrough, which would be nice. So we will try to do that, yes. And we should be able to. Hello, sir. I don't have hyper mode to deal with you, I'm afraid. I wish I did. I need to activate this guy. Oh, I need to... Oh yeah, it's load-bearing enemies, that's right. Oh, wish I had hyper mode, but maybe it's around here somewhere. Jeepers. This guy is invincible, I think. That took way too many shots, but sure. Give me this missile. I know, right? But for some reason, killing them opens this thing. Couldn't tell you why. Because video game logic, right? Never question video game logic. Atlas type of deal? Do you mean Atlas from BioShock? That's the first thing that comes to mind when someone says Atlas in a video game context. Shoot. Did we do it? I think we did. And that opens the path. Hooray. Now, we can also slope jump our way up here. Look like the smallest slope in the world, but you can. Here. Here. Come on. Here. There you go. And there's one item here. We can just boost ball our way up there, but we could also do some shenanigans with screw attack to get up here too. That's an energy cell. I'll take that. That's pretty nice. Atlas in Greek mythology. Ah, okay, that's not where my brain went, but that's cool. One thing in the big head room that we can... with ice missiles we can get. Alright, fair enough, yeah, that's... I have heard of that now that you say that. Do. Ow. Ow. Hey, that looks important. Is that a hyper ball? Is that hyper missile? Alright. Don't even have hyper mode yet, but that's cool. I will certainly take that. Puppies. Mwah. How's it going, sweetie? Hope you're okay. And if you're not, I hope I can help you feel better. By playing video games on the internet, I guess? Look, I'm trying my best here. Aww. But it'd be worth it, though. Well, we can use Ice Missile now, we have regular missiles, but we can't use Hyper, because we don't have Hyper mode. Yeah, being sick is no fun. Aww. Well, I mean, that's all the energy cells we need, maybe. So, with a couple tricks, you can beat the game with a minimum of 3 energy cells, but we might need more if there's like an item behind one of them. But otherwise, like, we could just go get the pirate code now, I think. Which is really funny. Yeah, I hope you feel better, sweetie. Just rest where you can, yeah? And just take it easy best you can. That's all you can do. I like that, that's a nice quote, yeah. Alright, time to fight some dudes. Still without hyper mode, big sad, but it's okay. Hyper mode's gonna be somewhere silly at this rate. Does X-ray help you find these guys? Nope, they still just kind of disappear, huh? Hello. Sure wish I had hyper mode, cause the whole game's kinda balanced around it, and it's a sad time when you don't have it. Oh, it's a lot. Hyper mode does so much damage, yes. Like I said, the whole game is kinda balanced around you having it. And yeah, it does a lot. Who have I missed? Hello? No, really. Game? Where were you, sir? What? Were you invisible that whole time? Pardon me? Literally just ceased to be. Okay, jeez. Still need to get to playing 2 and 3? You do, because they're great games. I would love to see you play those, sweetie. Unlike 4. Unlike 4, yeah. I can't help but be very disappointed with Prime 4. Like I said, the whole LP is recorded now, it's just the videos are coming up. And you'll see my thoughts as we go. But yeah, it is not great, it's a sad time. Fashionably late enemy, yeah. I like that. Eee. Grab myself one of these. Grab ourselves a missile. There we go. Another hive thing around here somewhere. Maybe, not sure. Fury Green is probably the best song in the game. I like that one a lot. Yeah, it is very good. I must agree. I like Vault Forge as well. It's a bit... I think Vault Forge is a little bit less melodic, but I do like that one too. Like the music when you power an ice belt. I don't remember it that well, but yeah, that one's cool too. Fury Green soundtrack was too busy. There is a lot, like they add in like a lot of synths and stuff, and yeah, the choir, and there's kind of a lot going on all at once. I do get what you mean by that for sure. I do still like it a lot though. It's a very pretty song. Alright, let's get ourselves a ship missile, which has turned into probably a regular missile. Like French vanilla in a sense. Save the video game. Yeah. In fact, I would say most of the music feels very Prime-like, which is good. One of them is very Prime-like in the form of Flare Pool, which is the start of Magmor Caverns in Prime 1, which is funny. I don't remember what else we can do out here. Whoever did the music was spot on. I think it's the same composers who did the rest of the Prime games, so that makes sense. does have the Prime feels too much to make it better than any Prime soundtrack that came before. Yeah, I would agree that the other Prime games have had better soundtracks, but I do still think it's good. Play half the game on mute because you did it during work? That's fair. Hey, that means you missed all of Miles telling you where to go, probably. Not to rage if they just reused Magmore. Well, they did, but not, you know, the Lower Norfair theme. Activate all the things. We can see what this item is. Is it up there? Or up here? Where is it? I think it's above me. How do I get up there? This way. That's a missile. Skipping that one. And this freezes the lava falls. Now we can come over here and we can't spin the thing. We don't have ship grapple to move the big head. I forget you need to do that. But that's a missile as well. You had a comment about that? Yeah. Me too. That still shows up in the subtitles. Yeah, I know. There's nothing. I'm just baffled by the fact that there's no option to turn off the hint system, which all 3 of the other Prime games have had. This one, no. We're gonna let you wander around a desert for like 15 minutes before the game basically telling you where to go. Like, geez. It's very annoying. What was even the point of... I don't want to spoil it too much, because it's not out on my channel yet. But like, what was even the point of the green crystals? As far as I can tell, you didn't actually need them at any point, aside from, I guess, just having them? Yeah, it would have been a lot better if you could turn it off. Ooh, that's a hyperball, I think? I've gone the wrong way around here. That is a hyperball. That would be good. You can have like half the hyper mode items before actual hyper mode, which is really funny. Arbitrary plot device that didn't actually get brought up in the plot at all? I don't understand it, I really don't. Oh, come on. There we go. That's pretty nice. And this goes back out to here. Okay. I think that's about it for this area, if I'm not mistaken. I believe so. Anything back here? We still need hyper mode for this. That was a missile. I think it's everything in this part of the world for now. Let's head on back. Yeah, look, I think I'll talk about it more when all the parts are actually out, so I don't spoil things for anyone who does not know the game. But yeah, I have issues with the story as well. I have issues with a lot of things in that game, as we know. Yep. It sure is. And the final boss sure is just kinda there. For no well-explained reason. It's a strange video game. It sure does exist, yep. Have to agree with you on that one. It's just interesting. That's all I can really say. None of those shots hit the door, really? Okay. Oh no, hyper mode enemies. We have the health to tank it at least. But these guys hurt quite a bit, as you can see. I was hoping that would be hyper mode, to be honest. It wasn't. Have to ask later about something? Yeah, or just send me a DM or something. Assuming it's about the playthrough. Unless you'd rather see it when it comes up. Which I would suggest because, you know, watching my videos is nice and a nice thing to do, and don't you want to see more of me because I'm great? I don't know. Maybe not. Wrong visor. Attack! Bam! And again! Blow up all these nerds. Yeah! DM'd? I will look later. What the heck? That dude's body was right in the way. That's another missile. Pardon me. Oh, it's okay. Look. Whose ball is the strongest weapon? As it turns out. I'm gonna grab this just because I can, really. How many ship missiles do we have, actually? Plenty. More than we really need. Now, the randomizer does make it so you can bombing run this room and insta-kill the boss. But we also just have Nova Beam and X-Ray, so we don't have to worry about that. You can just one-shot the boss anyway, which is pretty great. I don't know why they let you do this. Like, it makes sense in the context of the game, but, like, it doesn't make sense that it's programmed this way. I find it very strange that it is. Like, it's cool that it is, but you would never see this in a vanilla playthrough, which is why it's so interesting that you can. Save over here, and I wish to use it. Do. Save the video game. We like saving the video game. The good thing to do is to save the video game. Yeah, Mom. Do. E-tank, yes please. I like those. And we try to bomb the thing, and it won't work very well. And we walk this way and get stopped, I think. Oh no, we walk back and get stopped, that's what it is. Yep. Sure would love to have a hyper mode. Would be appreciated if I had a hyper mode. But I don't. I wish I did. Let's go peek at the item over here. Have to go the long way around to get it, as far as I know. Oh, is that a hazard shield? I think it is. Yep. That would be nice. Alrighty. Pardon me, fells. To remember how to do these turrets. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. The next one's like here. Looks right. Gonna ask questions and write DMs? I mean, you're always welcome to, Luna. Prime 4 apparently takes place sometime after Super. That I did not know. Really? That's interesting. What's my shoe size? I actually don't know. I haven't bought shoes in a long time. After supper? Samus has eaten well before Prime 4? Good point. Yep. You're so right. I would hope so, because eating well is important. What do we have here? Send me up. Thank you. Oh, it's hyper mode. Oh my god, it exists. Thank god. Okay, excellent. Not eating but a bowl of ramen in 2 days. Sweetie. Food is important. What did they eat and drink in all that time? I mean, look, it's a fiction thing where they don't show everything, because obviously... I know you've been sick, sweetie, but still, where? Food is important. Yep, I agree with Luna. If we can do this in one try. I know. Makes me sad. Having a screw attack definitely helps for this part. There you go, no problem. And I think you get an achievement for that. I think you do, which is funny. I mean, I would assume they, like, look, they have that Le Mans computer there. They probably have some, like, knowledge of survival or something. I don't know. That'll be my guess. Alright. We'll grab our, hazard shields here. Get your butt out of the way, sir. Right up in my face. Yeah, I mean, lots of games are like that. You know, they don't show all the little things because that would be ridiculous. Time to pump it a bit. You know, sometimes you just gotta pump it. Don't think about this too much. There we go, now our ball's blue. Might as well blow this up. Don't expect to need to go to, any of the major bosses, at least I really hope not. But, if we do, we'll be able to do that. I mean, I'm looking at what we got. I think it's just Hyper Grapple Go mode, is it not? I think that's true. And we know Hyper Grapple is on Pirate Homeworld. This could be a fast one if we get lucky, which is kind of crazy. After one of the weirdest seeds. Psychic Grapple, yeah, you got me. So right. Don't forget to Psychic Save, so true. Well... Do we want to just go... Well, what can we do at Pirate Homeworld right now? We could fight What's-Her-Face. Andrada. We could do that. Five E-Tanks, I don't love the idea. I think let's go get the pirate code first. That's the wrong place. You mean the psychic boots? It's psychic everything in that game, it's so weird. Like, the amount of actually new abilities in that game is not very high. You have a control beam, ... and the elemental shots, which aren't terribly exciting. Kind of about it, isn't it? Yeah, like, they add in, like, little things to already existing abilities, which I guess is also fine. Stupid psychic boost rails. Okay, I did like the tethers with the spider ball. Those were really fun, and I wish there was more of them. It could be. I'm gonna go for 100% on stream when I'm done with the game. Nope, they sure couldn't. They sure couldn't. I don't know if there's a way to see what that item is before you get it, but it might be something good. I mean, another energy cell? Okay. We'll take an extra one, I suppose. Yeah, the final boss was not great. Again, I don't want to get into too much detail because we haven't seen it on the LP yet, but yeah, it existed. Next one with motion sickness? I didn't get that, but I can actually, thinking about it, understand why you would. That means that we go this way. If you hated watching that, then you'd probably hate playing it. Yeah. It's the same abilities with like a little extra thing, but they just tacked on the word psychic to the front of all of them. That's all it is. Yeah, I also was not a fan of the ending. Yup, big agree. Again, not gonna get into details, but like... Yeah, I don't mind it either, But if they're the same abilities, just name them the same thing. Why do you have to put psychic on the front of them? Yeah. Exactly. So, here's how you skip 2 energy cells. Check this out. You bonk the bridge, and if you do it just right, bam, we're up here. So there you go. Pretty great. Yep, that's actually a trick in the logic database called terminal fall abuse. And yeah, it puts that in logic. Which I don't actually have in logic, maybe I should. But I don't know all the beginner terminal fall abuse things. That's a beginner one, by the way. And there's a pirate code. Cool, we're all set on that front. Yes, the shot types are all lame as heck. They all feel exactly the same because they all have the exact same fire rate. And also they just don't do that much to enemies, I feel like, most of the time. Like, I don't think I used a single one against the final boss. Because I didn't see a reason to. It's very disappointing. I don't even think it's that the power beam is OP, it's just like the best option. It's such a shame. It's like that and super missiles were the things I used. Yeah, that is true, Dev, but in this case, in this game, you can use it to your advantage sometimes. Yeah, me neither. Like, I've been hearing apparently the Hollow Knight devs tend to, patch out all the fun speedrun tricks, which is a shame. Like, if no casual player's gonna come across it, I don't see why you wouldn't leave it in. Yeah, I was so sure it was gonna be psychic missiles. And the game's like, you got super missiles. I'm like, oh, okay. Despite the fact that there had never been any signs that there would ever be super missiles in the game in the first place, because the world isn't designed around the abilities that you get. Because it's just an interesting video game. Yeah, I noticed when you get the heat shot, he says another new shot type. Even though it's the first one you get, which I thought was strange. Okay, so, what do we think? I think if we go to Command Center, we can just get the pirate situation happening, I think. Which we should do. Oh wait, do you need... Oh, you need Hyper Grapple, never mind, that's what we're missing. You need Hyper Grapple to get in there. I do believe. Yeah, I wonder about that. What else is here? That was a missile. That, we need Seekers. Yeah, we can't go through there. We need Hyper Grapple, that's what I'm forgetting. It's fine. What is... That goes to the mines. We could go that way as well, actually. That is an option. Yeah, I do think that's really stupid. A level 4 Federation engineer might know what to do this. Why do you have to, like, why does it even tell you that? Like, it's so obvious at that point. Like, why even go to that level of specificity? It's really weird. I think we can do all the mines things. You're supposed to care about these NPCs. I mean, you see them all enough, and the game makes you go back to base camp 20 times so you can attempt to get more familiar with them. Which is the entire reason you have to backtrack 20 times, I'm pretty sure. Oh, me, sir. Excuse me, that's rude. There's barely even a Metroidvania, Luna. Like, I wouldn't even call it one, to be honest. It's a Halo game, not a Metroid game. This is where the things open up, right? Right? Yeah. Yep, sure is. You're exactly right. That's exactly what it is. It's just so sad. Unbelievably sad. I don't know if we need to open this up or not, but we should, just in case. Boop. Roll on up. Well, I think the worst place for hypergrapple at this point would be vanilla. That would just be awful. We're gonna assume that's not gonna be the case. Yeah, open world for the sake of open world. Also, it's just... it doesn't make sense for Metroid. Yeah, I completely agree with that, Dev. Yeah, I need to go back and watch your stream, sweetie. Yeah, I just still don't think it would work for Metroid, like... It's an interesting idea, and maybe there's ways they could make a super big open world for Metroid interesting, but at that point I feel it wouldn't be Metroid anymore. But no, it did not work in Prime 4, that's for sure, and if it ends up being more of that in Prime 5, I'm gonna be sad. Would I still play it? Maybe. Would I like it? Probably not. Alright, time to activate a big old drill if I remember right. Drill! Go! Don't know how Samus just completely understands how to use this alien technology, but she does, it's fine. Good on her. She's a smart lady, I guess. I mean, I guess it's not that hard. You tap a screen a few times. It's a ship missile? Definitely don't need that. And this is the room that needs Spider and Boost. I think we have both of those. Oh, they're gonna knock me down, aren't they? Maybe not. Oh, they did, damn it. Take two. I mean, that's kind of par for the series, though. Like, her scanner tends to just kind of know everything. So I wouldn't say that's too far-fetched. Oh, I'm sorry, hon. Yeah, I guess that's fair. I don't know, she's got a big knowledge database in her suit or whatever. Why not, eh? Yeah, there's also like no Metroids, you're right. Except for the ones that are fused with the bosses, more or less. And that just, like, wasn't a thing, I guess? I don't know, it was weird. That's an E-tank. That's a lot of effort for an E-tank, so I think I'm gonna say no to that. Yeah, I agree with that, Ilya. Is the Prime 4 hater party? A little bit. How's it going, Wig? Good to see you. Yeah, that is true, Dev. That's a good point. And that's kind of a fun, like, there's a lot of mystery to when you first get to Chrono Tower, and I like that, and I wish there was more of it. Alright. Well, it was not here. Oh, there's one more item on the way to the ship. Just beat it tonight? Nice. What did you think of it? Your condolences. Like, it's okay. It's not a great Metroid game, but it's okay for what it is. I think that's a missile, but I'm not 100% sure. I probably do need some. Having a, oh, it's an energy cell that I don't need. Alright. Even on its own, like, I don't know, it's just kind of an action-y shooter. Which is just not really what I'm looking for. It's just a problem because it's... I want it to be a Metroid game, and it just isn't. It's such a shame. Well, I guess we beat up Gandreda then. We'll try to. With 5 E-tanks, I have my doubts. But we can try. I agree with that, yeah. Yep. Yep. I must agree. Yeah, that's fair, Luna. Yeah. Let's go check the one item out here first, because if that happens to be Hypergrapple, then we'll just be out of here. It was grating hearing the NPCs. It was grating hearing Miles. I didn't mind the other ones so much, but I really did not appreciate Miles telling you what to do every single time you go out to Soul Valley. It was not great on that front. Yeah, it wasn't, like, horrible. Now, if this would like to be it, that'd be cool. Do I just jump? Yeah. That's a missile. Look, I'm gonna grab it because we probably do need a few. Alright. There's also the one out here, actually, isn't there? I think so. We get the Metroid Dread scan. Very important scan. We love the Metroid Dread scan. It's a missile as well. I'm trying to remember. Oh, this is the room with the Metroid hatcher. Yeah, I remember this one. I think I do. Yeah, this big room. Let me see what item is there. That is also a missile. Alright. You can probably, like, slope jump this if I had to guess. Maybe? Is there a spot that we can... That looks like... it might be a bit too high. And then that goes out to somewhere. I don't remember where. Yeah, that's fine. Seems pretty clear that they're taking Prime Series in its own direction. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like a Metroid game should play like a Metroid game, personally, rather than an action-y shooter, but... I don't know, that's just my opinion. And what does my opinion mean? I've only been playing the series for practically as long as I've been alive, and, it's only my favorite Nintendo series, and, you know... I agree, Luna, yeah. Want to do a new Prime Hunters? Honestly, I would love to see a remake of Prime Hunters, actually. I think that could genuinely be fun. Because I think Prime Hunters deserves another shot. Yeah, looking at the items we have, I don't think there's much stopping us from getting all the stuff in Pirate Homeworld. I betcha it's gonna be freaking Omega Ridley. Wouldn't surprise me at all at this rate. That would be such a Randovania thing to do. Yep. Yep, I agree with that, sweetie. And it's so sad. I think Hunter's main problem was that it was on the DS. If it was on a more powerful system, I think it could have been amazing. Like, I actually did really enjoy the multiplayer in that game. Even if I only ever really played against bots. Yeah, the multiplayer in that game was fun. And I would be so down to play that on, like, a Switch, you know? I think that would be really cool. The only Nintendo shooter we have nowadays is Splatoon. Which is fine, but like, I don't know, I'd like to see a more shootery shooter, if that makes sense. Yeah, you're right, Wig. It hasn't been. That is true. Hello, Gandrado. Alright, this is gonna be a bad time with only 5 E-tanks, I think. But the kids, I know, right? Nintendo has actively ruined every game series you've loved. Yeah, I know Pokemon certainly hasn't been doing well lately, huh? And Zelda. I would like a more Zelda-y Zelda, personally, but that's just me. Never have mainstream appeals thing with Metroidvanias. Popularity of Hollow Knight is an exception. One day I'll play Hollow Knight. One day I'll play Hollow Knight, maybe. Not everything needs to be open world, yes. That I definitely agree with. They just really want to make everything open world for reasons. I don't know why, but they do. kind of been avoiding using hyper mode because we're gonna need it for when she turns hyper mode. And the Nova Beam's actually doing pretty okay damage here, I would say. Didn't like Odyssey? I liked Odyssey, except for the bajillion moons that didn't need to exist, but other than that, I liked Odyssey. The movement in that game is great. Suffers from being too big. Yeah, moon inflation. You're exactly right. Alright, now the fun begins, I think. Yeah! The whole Mushroom Kingdom was great. Come on. Stop your jumping. Oh yeah, that's a thing. Right. Okay, that could have been a lot worse, honestly. Would you like to have a hyper grapple? Nope. Alright. Yeah, padding out the gameplay. I get you. And there's like a couple items down here. Let's hope that it's one of those. Would be nice. Yeah. Yeah. Ship missile. Can we see the thing from here? I don't think so. We have to go get it. Alright. Yeah, they are. They sure are. Is that... That's a ship grapple? That's a ship grapple. That's the wrong grapple. I mean, the dialogue slower in Thousand Year Door? Did they? I didn't even notice. Like you can't mash through it? Oh yeah, because there was like a turbo text thing in the original, and then I guess they took that out, yeah. I don't know, I think, like, you're gonna read the text in an RPG anyways, right? Like, it's not that big of a deal. Subsequent playthroughs, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, you can, can't you? Maybe I'm misremembering. Ship grapple. What are they giving us that for? I don't think you need that for anything here. Yeah, I don't think so. I'll take it. There's only so many spots. Only so many spots this hyper grapple can be at this point. If it is actually Omega Ridley, I'm gonna be real sad. Because that's a lot of nonsense we have to do if we have to do that. Pardon me. Emulated old 3D Mario for full price? Or like 3D All-Stars. So I think that's everything here as well, is it not? Yup. Well, Galaxy 1 and 2. Yeah, I still kind of want to get that just because I haven't played Galaxy 2 in forever and it would be cool to play again. And I did like it in 3D All-Stars. It was fun to play it again on that. And it looked nice, even if it was just like upscaled or whatever. You never beat 2? It's a good game from what I remember. That's fair. I understand that mindset. Does it have to be Omega Ridley at this point? Oh god, maybe it does, and I hate that. It might actually be, and that's bad. Kinda want more E-tanks, to be honest. Yeah, it should have been in All-Stars originally. I agree with that. It has to be here. You can, that's true. Yeah, I still don't understand why they, took it down. Like, have it as a limited physical thing, that I get. There's no reason to take it off the eShop, though. That's ridiculous. Oh, it could be this. I can get that out of Logic, potentially, actually. I'm gonna do that. They wanted you to buy this one in, you know, like 6 years in the future. That's a funny thought, but yeah, possible. Does this way work? I actually don't think it does. I could be wrong, but we'll just go the normal way just in case. Oh, Prime Remastered's amazing. Prime Remastered's one of the best looking games on the Switch. And yeah, they just shadow dropped that for like a really reasonable price. Why can't they do that more often? Copium, they do Prime 2 I mean, I'd love to see remasters of all 3. I think that'd be awesome. But it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen at this rate. Okay, so like I was saying, you're supposed to use Seekers for this, but it's a bit precise from what I remember, but you can do this. If you're really quick, you can actually hit these. Oh, it's tough. Well, it's a missile anyways. So yeah, it's not that. So that's a missile. I think it has to be Omega Ridley. Which is really arse. Your mech has a heart attack trying to run on a dolphin? Yeah. What was that? That was a ship missile. I think it has to be Omega Ridley. Oh no, that's not great. Well, it's the only thing I can think of. And if it's not that, I'm gonna be real sad. But I honestly cannot think of anything else. And it's annoying because we have to do the whole escort quest. I mean, I'm kind of okay, like, and that's another thing about Prime 4, is I feel like there wasn't really a lot of Metroid imagery in the game. Which, I mean, it takes place on a completely alien planet, so I kinda understand it, but at the same time, it feels a bit weird. Alright, time to blow up some thingies. Yeah, Mom. We ever gonna get an explanation for psychic Metroids? Nope. They just fused into creatures because they could do that. Yep, also AI, that too. Because that makes sense, I guess. And I faced zero resistance throughout that whole situation. Yep, I agree. The entire story really doesn't make a lot of sense. Alright. Now the feds are here. Which is good. Yeah. Let's not spoil things that folks haven't seen yet, though. Like I said, I don't want to get into too much detail about the ending or whatever. I'm gonna safety save, just in case. Wouldn't want to have to redo that. Yeah, I know. So tired of coughing? I'm tired of you being sick. I don't like it. Again, I can't think of anything else, which sucks. You thought MG2 was Wii U. What is... Oh, Mario Galaxy 2? No, it was Wii. It was a Wii game. Came out in like 2010 or something, I think. I mean, Nintendo kinda cared. Yeah, we'll go with that. Alright. You have to do this entire thing. Don't be great. Yeah. Yeah, good guy Iwata. We like Iwata. And then things went to heck. Well, let's not badmouth the people at Nintendo. What the heck are my shots doing? Hello? There we go. I don't love the idea of fighting Omega Ridley with 5 E-Tanks, but, here we are, I guess. That's a train! It's fine. Yeah, he was the one that was like, you can't have unique characters, you have to put in toads, which is a baffling decision. Toads don't need identity. We can't have interesting characters in an RPG, that's crazy. We can't do that. What? Can you imagine doing that? Pardon me, sir. Yeah, I mean, Sticker Star isn't even an RPG. There's literally no RPG elements in it. The only thing I like about Sticker Star is the music is genuinely amazing, and graphically it's nice too. That's it. That's all the only good things I can say about that game. And then I never played anything past Sticker Star. Can you imagine why? Wiped it from your memory? That's fair. Very fair. Understandable. Full copium till the very end will eventually get good. I remember, my experience with the final boss in that game was, you know, I was fighting him, and then for the first time in the game, I ran out of stickers. I was like, oh, what do I do now? The answer is nothing. You just die, basically. Which is just great game design. I remember that, yes. I think it changes them back at some point, I can't remember. Yeah, it transforms them all into flip-flops, which is humorous, but, very stupid. Never beat it? That's fair. I don't blame you. It's not worth beating, unless you really like the music, which was pretty much the only reason I beat that game. Like, the final boss theme has a sick organ solo in it. I kind of love that. Killed him when you had 2 stickers left? Yeah. I never played Color Splash because I'd played Sticker Star and was like, I don't like the direction of that game, and it looks like it's more of that. So I never played it. Oh, come on, how am I just barely missing all of those? There you go. Perfect. If it's not Omega Ridley, I'm gonna be sad. Oh wait, is there like one item down here or something? No. There's like a healing pool here and that's it. Yeah, I heard Origami King was like okay. I took one look at the battle system and I was like, this doesn't look fun. You hated it? Yeah, I can see why. I can definitely see why. I mean, here's where you climb a ledge and a dude shows up, I think. Yeah. Dude got absolutely blasted. Come on. Trying to hit your head. Not doing a very good job. Hello? Thank you. Origami King was the devs trolling. You want to turn-based battles? Here's rotation battles, they turn. Well, you know what? I didn't think of that, but that is so funny. Tried 100% it, they gave you a huge middle finger. Had to do like a boss rush which you just couldn't do. Fair enough. Blow up a door. Was it really? Okay, that is funny. Alright, guess we're doing this. We've come this far. The sound of NPC silence? It is appreciated, yeah. I mean, this game does have a little bit of NPC chatter every once in a while, but it is nowhere near to the point of anything that's in Prime 4. Like, some people didn't like Prime 3 because they thought it was hand-holdy. Oh, it's nothing like Prime 4, tell you that. Oh, do you need seekers for the things in the corridor? No, I think you just X-ray and shoot them? I don't remember. Yeah, okay. That might be, Elysia, where you need seekers for these things. Recording to the logbook. I think that wasn't in, like, Prime... I don't remember if that was in Prime 2. Definitely wasn't in this one. By the fact that we're playing it. Actually, thinking about it, it wasn't in... I think it was only in, like... I don't think it was in the US release of Prime 1. Or, like, the original release, it wasn't. It definitely was in the PAL one, I remember it. Alright, I barely remember this boss fight. If it's actually here, I'm gonna be equally sad, and if it's not here, I'm also gonna be sad, to be honest. We do this, I think? Oh, we do this. I'm gonna be really health conscious with this one. Something stuck with you. I mean, it's cool. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I like it. I would say we've probably seen enough of Ridley in the series at this point. But he is also, like, one of the main Metroid characters, if you will. Just don't have to shake the nunchuck 20 times to get the lasso to work, by the way. Apparently it's a lot worse in dual stick mode for Prime 4, but I wouldn't know. It's really not great. Oh, good thing I play pointer mode. Ah, almost. Yeah, there's no visors in Prime 4 either. You have the psychic visor and that's it. You know, the thing that all the other Prime games had like really cool ones of? Not Prime 4, sorry. Or any form of gravity, yeah, because there's no water in the game. Or heated rooms. Or like any of the, you know, Metroid staples. Yeah, the X-ray visor in this game is really cool. Don't remember what happens here, he just flies around for a bit. Like I said, I barely remember this boss fight. I love that you just see him on the radar, it's just like a giant blob. It's kind of great. Yep. Yep, so true. So you can hover bike over lava, that's all it does. And it also gets spoiled to you well in advance because you can scan the thing and be like, oh, you need the boost ball to grab this. It's like, oh, okay. We don't need Miles to tell you about it. Do I have to actually hit him here? I don't remember, because it's not an easy target. There we go. Nah. Come on. Got him. It has to be vanilla, right? Right? That's so rude! Okay. Oh, that's so dumb, man. Oh, that's so rude. That was the only option, so it had to be there. Now, that being said, I don't know how I feel about doing phase with only 5 E-tanks, but I mean, I'll try. Yeah, you see the viola suit for like the whole game. Well, sorry, viola suit, but look, the musician in me has to pronounce it viola, I'm sorry. There's a big gross bug, it's fine. You do as well? Yeah. It is definitely pronounced V. Now, it's definitely pronounced Vi, I mean, in-game. I'm gonna safety save just in case. Alright, let's go get ourselves a pirate code. And then it's go mode time with 5 E-tanks, which is scary, but I will try. I cannot guarantee success here. I only have 65 missiles, by the way, which is just not many. I mean, we never went to friggin', like, Firebrio, really. We never heard the best song in the game because we never fought Runders. Yeah, this still works, doesn't it? Yeah, it'll always be Viola to me. Maybe use the professional pronunciation of Rayquaza? Is it not Rayquaza? Or do they say Rayquaza, perhaps? Ah, you know, I always said Qua, I think. It's like the one of 2 uses of Hyper Grapple in the whole game. Quay is just wrong, yeah. I agree. Man, it's gonna be funny if this run PBs, considering we had to do one of the main bosses. It could if I get really good at phase, but we'll see. It's gonna be hard with 5 E-tanks, I think. I would not be opposed to another one. There was the one we saw in the mines. It's not worth the effort that much, though. You have to do the whole mining drill thing for that, and that takes a while. I'll take my chances. Speaking of E-tanks, what about them? Think about how underwhelming they are in form? How do you mean? In what way are they underwhelming? Big side quest that seems really plot relevant have an E-tank. Like what? I'm trying to think of something specific and not a lot's coming to mind. Thymus. Yeah, we know. Hey look, you can mash through the text and you don't have to listen to it. Imagine that. Oh yeah, the beam shrines. That's true. I will admit, I did like some of the sneaky pickups in the shrines. Some of them were really well hidden, I will say. The one in Fury Green. Oh, like the very start? I barely remember that, to be honest with you. It's been a while now. Oh, the one where, yeah, you do all the elements. Yes, that was weird. You're right. You become master of the elements and you get an E-tank. Yes, that is weird. I thought it was gonna be like some, I don't know, like some kind of all elements beam or something. But no, an E-tank. Those rooms also show one of the 2 times you freeze the water and one of the 2 times you conduct something with electricity in the whole game. Like, they have these mechanics and they just don't use them. Like, it's so weird. I apologize to anyone that likes Prime 4 because we're just crapping on it the whole time, but yeah, as a Metroid fan, it's just not my cup of tea, I'm afraid. Alright, let's see how much of a mistake this is gonna be. I have 43 pickups, that's so low. Alright, let's do it. Ugh. Like I kinda said throughout the LP, if you like the game, more power to you. If you like it, you don't like Metroid games. I would be inclined to agree with that assessment, personally. Well, I hope the next 2D Metroid will be great. Look at our bar, it's so small. Oh, we're in trouble. But, we'll try it. I don't have high hopes here, because phase is kinda tricky. And we're basically on a very low timer. It's gonna be a shame if I have to go back and hunt around for more E-tanks. We will see. The troubled dev definitely shows. To me, it just feels like the game doesn't know what it wants to be. Which is a big problem. Yeah. Yep. I completely agree. What was that? There you go. Like, I feel like it was made by Retro Studios in name only. It's very sad. I feel like the last time I did this on stream, I also had a pretty low E-tank situation coming into this. I can't remember. Especially after what you heard in interviews, it's even more apparent. Like what? I think I remember we might have talked about that a little bit. I don't remember. Yeah, we need to be careful in this room because the floaty dudes can do a lot to us if we're not careful. Get out of it, Samus. Very troubled and Big M was very overbearing, yeah. I don't know, I think it was just flawed. The design was flawed from the very beginning. I just want to know who thought it was a good idea to put a big open desert with nothing in it in a Metroid game. This doesn't make sense. They did it because, oh, Breath of the Wild was such a good game and we need to make everything be like Breath of the Wild for some reason. I don't know. Weird. Weird and I don't get it. Had to deal with that. That's bad. Ah. Okay, now you can do it. There we go. That up. Don't understand why Breath of the Wild did so well, because people really like open world games. That's it. That's all there is to it. I definitely do roll my eyes at the people who say, oh, Breath of the Wild's my favorite Zelda game, and I'm here like, it's not even a Zelda game really, but I mean, okay. Yes? What are you all doing here? Go away. Get out of here. Go away! What are you doing in the wall? Get out of the wall! This Metroid! Thank you! That died very quickly. Like, I like Breath of the Wild. It's a fun open world game, but I'm certainly not playing it expecting a Zelda game. Because it's not very Zelda-y. Like, it has the sense of exploration, which is pretty Zelda-y, but then there's no actual elements that make it Zelda other than that. Imagine when you played it brand new and didn't know what to expect. Yeah, I mean, I was mostly the same too. I didn't get a Switch right on release, but I was pretty close. Turn up. Oh, here's the weird guy on the wall, right? Yeah. I mean, when I played it, I was like, yeah, it's a fun open world game. And I did enjoy it on that aspect. When you fight your bosses, what flavor of light do you want today? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like the idea behind it, for sure. But it just needs more Zelda-y elements to it. I cannot tell you how much I rolled my eyes in Tears of the Kingdom when I got to the first dungeon and it went, Link, we need to find the 5 things! And then I got to the second dungeon and it goes, Link, we need to find the 5 things! It's just the same crap all the time now. Like, the dungeons would have been a perfect opportunity to get away from the open exploration a little bit and have something a little bit more structured. But they didn't. They have to make everything open-ended in those games for some reason. And then you just have kind of lame puzzles that are over in half a second because the solution is usually pretty obvious. And also, Tears of the Kingdom was Ultra Hand the game, which I didn't super enjoy. I hope you're right about that, Dev. I sure hope the next 3D Zelda is something a little more traditional. I'll be a little disappointed if it's open world. Will I still play it? Yeah. Will it feel like a Zelda game though? Probably not. Alright, this is gonna be an experience, but here we go. I'm kind of impressed I made it this far. I didn't mind Echoes of Wisdom. It was kind of in the middle of the two design philosophies, I think. Even if you could cheese every puzzle with like a Crawlchilla. I didn't mind the idea of Echoes of Wisdom. It was something different for the series and they gave it a shot and I respect that. That's fair. That's completely 100% fair. If you didn't like Breath of the Wild, there is no reason to play Tears of the Kingdom because it is more of the same. Absolutely fair. think as long as we're careful here, we should be okay. They're pretty frequent with the health drops. Which makes sense when you're on a timer. I mean, I hear the Switch 2 version of Breath of the Wild and Zelda TikTok are pretty good. Yes, I call it Zelda TikTok because, let's be honest, look at that abbreviation. Yeah, no, they weren't. You're right. The sky was very underutilized, as was the depths. The depths were just massive and kind of there and didn't really do much. In my opinion, anyways. It sure is, Luna. Spoilers, I guess. Yes, I really liked Skyward Sword's story. Holy moly, was that good. I actually liked Skyward Sword quite a bit, I have to say. I thought it was a good game. Bye sucked, but... And yeah, some of the pacing was a bit formulaic at times, but I did like the game overall. Like, my guess is that people just didn't like the motion controls. Which, I don't know... Be more open-minded, try something new, folks. That's my opinion. It's getting close. To you too. That's a laser. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's bad. The whole collection's due plot. What? Collecting due. What? Oh, the thingies, the Silent Realms. I don't know, I didn't mind them. Yeah, it was better than the Twilight Princess ones. That was a fun way to, like, re-experience the area. It wasn't horrible. I'm gonna need you to not be against the wall, sir. Alright, that's PB. Wow. What a dumb PB this was. But hey, we did it. Wow, that was really good. Anyway, then stuff happens, you know. Yeah, I also didn't think they were super egregious. And then, yeah, Prime 3 ends, and it ends where it should. And we didn't really need a Prime 4. That was... Genuinely, when Prime 4 was announced, I was like, okay, but do we need a Prime 4? And now look, we have a Prime 4 that isn't very good, so like, As will you for certain bias. I mean, that's fair. I mean, Wolf Link is pretty neat. I liked Twilight Princess. Not like the best Zelda game, but I do like it. Trick Sonic Unleashed. Wouldn't know, never played it. It was as far removed from Prime as could be. It sure was. Yeah, it was Prime 4 existed. Well, there is our results. Let's see what we got in game time and item percentage. 43. That's hilarious. Yeah, that was really good. That was a dang good time. I feel like that's gonna be pretty hard to beat. Well, we got pretty unlucky with Hyper Grapple being vanilla. That's really unlucky. But hey, I'll call it a win all the same. Yeah, otherwise I feel like we just kind of found everything we needed to find. We didn't even have to go to Elysia at all. I'm really curious to see where Swing was. There was a seed I had in my own time where Swing ended up being on Elysia, which just meant you could never get there. I wonder if that happened again. It'd be sad if so. Let's see here, spoiler log, because I wish to know. It was on the Olympus, which you can't get to in the randomizer? What? Fascinating. So they just didn't want you to get it then. That's stupid. Why is that even randomized? That's so weird. Alright, anyway. Well, hey. We did it. And I'm glad we did it. It's fun to play this game again. I do like this randomizer quite a bit. I need to play it more to get used to it. But 2.5 hours, like, dang, I gotta say, that's pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, that's gonna be it for a stream tonight. Thanks folks for hanging out and joining me for the Metroid Prime 4 discourse. Yeah, I agree, Dev. It's just strange, isn't it? Like, I don't know, unless they plan to make it so that you can go back there in the rando, but like, I don't know, what's the point? Just put nothing there or missiles or something, yeah. That's so weird. But anyway, my Discord's over there. If you want to hang out and chat about stuff, that's a place you can do that. And my YouTube's over there, where there's stream VODs. And a blind LP of Metroid Prime 4, which is coming to a close pretty soon. And as I've talked about tonight, I'm a bit disappointed by it. But that's where you can see me play that. Yeah, or omit them altogether, exactly. It's so strange that they're even considered. Very weird. But yeah, either way, that is gonna be it from me for now. So yeah, thanks folks for hanging out, thanks folks for joining me, chatting about stuff, and just generally hanging out. I don't think we're gonna raid, I think we'll just call it, so yeah, hope you all have a lovely day, afternoon, night, whatever time it happens to be for you, and I'll see you when I see you next. Take care, friends. Keep being awesome.